It's Saturday, and I've just eaten the spiciest chicken imaginable. Hopefully things will be spicing up for us as well in this save as we start the season, continue with the transfers, and also I've had an haircut. Hey guys, and welcome back to the West Ham Career Mode, episode 2 of season 2, sorry for swearing at you, as today we have a lot of business to do as well. That even rhymes, I'm amazing with those, as we have the latest deals, we have the standings which we're going to get into because we're going to play games, and also Jamie Vardy's gone to Juventus, which is a very weird signing. As I said, starting with the calendar before we go into the budget and everything else, we have West Brom in the space of a week, then the week after onto Swansea, then after onto Aston Villa, and finally the Hornets. So 2 newly promoted teams and 2 Brummy sides that were down there last season. So with a manager rating of 90 dropping for some benign reason, we should be going back up. We have made 2 signings, yes, a bench centre-back and a starting striker who I need to still get the best out of. I can understand if you guys are a little frustrated with that one, as we are going to sign more though. As the list, I've tried to sharpen it up a bit. We've got Carvalho and Rafael Camacho, 2 Portuguese players at the moment, but about 500 players being scouted, and I am just waiting to get all the scout reports back as the Premier League graphics are on. I don't want to sign anyone till it's confirmed, and to be fair, I don't really want to sign anyone before the first game of the season, apart from youth players, of course, that you're going to look at, because I want to go into the new season with the team, see how it does, and if it doesn't do well in one aspect, I sign a player there. Simple as that. And I do love how the academy is filling up slowly but surely, as we get another offer as well here, just a bit later after the Eindhoven one, which we did accept. It got rejected, actually, after delegation, so I'm going to delegate this one for Roma as well, see what they say about the buyback clause. And it's West Brom first, so yes, no signing, maybe an outgoing here if we get an offer, and Hammond for 30 million from Villarreal. That is an amazing sum, but we'll just reject that. If I get over 50, I'd think about it as a loan to buy for Ablo Afololan, or yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, probably not, but I will accept that one as well, as we're getting scout reports still back for players, which I will discard, then go back and look at them after the game, because I don't want to be distracted. I'm going to play this one, see where we need to strengthen, then go into the next one. As there's another bid as well. Actually, that's a decent one. Aaron Cresswell was one of our better players this season. Once again, we've got another loan to buy, which is actually Roma accepting, so I'll accept that for Larin, but Aaron Cresswell, 15.1 million. I'm going to accept that. He's 31, yes, he's 80 rated, but I do feel like we've got money to go for another left-back. Masuaku could step in, and he's only going to another London club. Aaron Cresswell, you are an amazing player, and I wish you all the best. And I'm guessing that Masuaku is absolutely bricking it now. And Chilwell, of course, at Chelsea, as this is going to be the first team to go out and play in the Premier League against West Brom. Don't know what to expect at all with Dragowski in goal. Kufal, Azima, Diop and Masuaku thrown straight in there with a -4, but I think we'll get a good replacement for him with Hammond, Rice, Souček and Benrahma, a complete midfield with Felipe Anderson getting his first chance in game, actually controlled with the controller for West Ham, see if he's worth keeping or not, with Antonio, just because he's unhappy and he has been scoring in pre-season. It's really hard to drop him and drop Benrahma if I do play him at right midfield. So he's going to start as a striker. Don't intend for that to happen all season, and Mayoral will make his entrance from the bench, definitely against the Baggies. And there is the team that will be playing again, as let's have a look what these have done in the business, should I say. Scuffert in goal, Furlong, Arbilla, Tima and Gibbs. Arbilla, of course, from Eibar ages ago with Belkaba, Mateus Pereira, Matt Phillips, Romain Sawyers and Grady Diangana, ex-West Ham player, with Karlan Grant up front. I would say they've actually strengthened just a little bit though. Kyle Bartley replaced at the back, and I don't know what Johnston's gone for. I didn't see if he was on the bench or not. But yeah, West Brom looking like a comfortable outfit in the Premier League, and good luck to them. And actually good luck to them, because we've given the ball straight away from kickoff. 5 minutes in, Mateus Pereira down this wing. We know the dangers he could do. I would have really looked at signing him and Diangana if the West Brom went back down. I was really thinking about it, as Nat Phillips in the middle to Belkaba. Good tackle right there, and he's going to give a foul into it. What a crap refereeing decision, as it's going to be a free kick for Mateus Pereira. He's going to take his time, of course he is. And he's going to stand over this just on the outside of the box. Dragowski's much more comfortable, I'd say, this season, as it's going to be Pereira over the wall, and he does save it. Come on. Actually caught it in the end, which looked fairly comfortable. However, Diop That is not a comfortable pass. West Brom all over us at the start of this game, as it's past Kufal as well, into Pereira, back onto Grant, and what a save from Dragowski's face. That is why we brought that keeper in last season. There's a great tackle from Hammond as well, and we're on our first counter-attack. What a stop from our keeper, as this could be a really lively opening day. Hammond, keep on going, Jay Hammond, gives it back to Souček, bit too far, but Benrahma now on the ball, on the counter. And to scuff it. Our goalkeeper definitely keeping us in the game early on though, as now it's Grant. He has to go back into Romain Sawyers as we're chasing it down, and a great tackle from Zima, who's very far forward. Didn't expect that from the centre-back, but we'll take the ball as Souček put that over the top to Hammond. Great little ping out to the left midfielder, as what can he do? Does he have potential for a shot? Maybe. He just was scuffed to scuff it. We are growing. We're growing in the start of this West derby in the Premier League, as, I thought Declan Rice had that as well. Just keep the defence a little bit back as Diop steps across. Masuaku. That's good from the left back who's just stepped in as Kufal now. Get this passing going down this wing as Rice gives it to Jay Hammond, who's going to support, and Masuaku with a great run round the corner. Can we put it through to him? We just can. As we're going to go back in the middle as well. Really well worked move this. Felipe Anderson into Souček. Round the corner to Declan Rice with a great touch. Declan Rice! And it's a good save. Corner ball. First of the game, and we are really looking good with our attacks right now. It's going to go out for another one as Darnell Furlong heads it behind, and I'm feeling a much more comfortable game right here as Antonio scores with the header. And to be fair, someone told me in the comments 2 episodes ago to get more men in the box. I did just that, and Mikel Antonio isn't the tallest of players, but gets us in the lead. I think I had a bit of a delayed reaction to the goal right there as well, because I thought the keeper saved it. It bounced off the floor and actually went in for once. That never happens. As, come on, it's a great goal underneath him. Antonio gets higher than Timber and Kieran Gibbs to give us the lead on the opening day. Fans loved that one as Nat Phillips around the corner, but Diop easily reads that, and Zima to dribble a bit forward, gives it into Declan Rice. Could it be a double bubble for Derek Ray? As we're going to put that through to Felipe Anderson. Haven't seen much of him, but he's got the ball right here. He's got Antonio in the middle. Antonio! I did hold LT. I wanted just a skill pass into that bottom corner, but he's gone for the Rabona and put it miles wide. Maybe, I think he Rabona'd the cameraman. Oh well, we've just got to go again, as Romain Sawyers did pass on a big opportunity there to make it 2-0, but we'll just keep on moving as Benteke, I think that's how you pronounce it, into Diangana now. Don't want him doing anything in this fixture. Really want to keep him quiet as he's got the ball up front here though. He's around us, but Diop with a good recovery tackle and didn't get a card for it. That is glorious as Kufal's going to clear out, and that is going to be half-time. 1-0 to the Hammers. Yes, after season 1, the usual scoreline does carry on, as hopefully the scoreline carries on and maybe grows to more for us. I'd say that's a good first half. As the ball's put out to Diangana as well at the start of this second one. Benrahma just to watch. It looks like West Brom going to try and pick up where they finished the first half, as Romain Sawyers has levelled it up straight away. It's a really bad mistake from us at the back. I don't think he should have tackled us again. And the Albion man in the middle has put it level. Did not expect that coming. Yeah, it sounds like the London Stadium's stunned. Not many West Brom fans there for this game of the season, as Zima with a terrible mistake, and Dragowski did the right thing coming out. Had a glorious game, but unfortunately no clean sheet as it's just put in to the left side netting. Don't appreciate that. It was really solid at the end of last season. Zima, he grew into that first team very well, but that is something you just can't afford to do in the first game of the Premier League season. As Masuaku, let's try and get straight back in front, shall we? Hammond is onside. I see Felipe Anderson making a really good run into the middle, and it's just over the bar from the small man. And Lanzini now with the ball onto Souček, into Rice. We need to try and get this second goal. I have made a change. Benrahma's day is up. Player of the season for season 1 is coming off for Lanzini in the middle. I'm going to try Felipe Anderson out wide, because I just haven't seen much of the central camp this game, because they do have that CDM who's cancelling him out, as Zima has to cancel Grant out here. He can't get done again, Zima, as he just shepherds his man. Kufal, that was meant for the keeper, and Dragowski didn't come out very far, but did eventually get the ball, as that's a great throw-in as well. Now into Souček. This is a big opportunity to counter-attack. Can we get something? It's Souček with a terrible touch. And so far, it doesn't look like a winning start. Antonio winning a header once again, though. Now on the right, as Borja Mayoral is making his Premier League debut up front, with Felipe Anderson back on the left. Jay Hammond is the one sacrificed as, A skillful player, Felipe Anderson, and of course has played pretty decent. At the moment, I'd say he stays unless we get a huge bid, as I do want to see more from him still, though. He's on the ball again. Mayoral get in the middle as a skillful man cuts back inside, but Darnell Furlong's tackling him. What a game this is turning out to be, you know, really abrupt start to the season. A big mistake from us. Looks like it's going to be 2 injuries as Romain Sawyer stays down, but domination in terms of chances for us. Antonio should have had a hat-trick by now, to be fair, with that Rabona, and just narrow miss, and Lanzini should have one, but we've got to keep plodding along and try and get the winner, which we do desperately deserve as Zima watching his man. West Brom keeping a bit of the ball here, though, as Bekalba, still can't say that name, into Romain Sawyers, now to Carlon Grant, as that's tackled. And the referee's found somewhere to give a free kick in that scenario. Honestly, where is it? Aribo's going to come on the wing, and I never made a foul right there, did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't, as Arbilla is going to hit it. The fullback! And that wasn't bad. Not the fullback as well, just the old man in the middle is going to try and play this out from the back as well. Only under 10 minutes to get something, and we're on the attack. Borja Mayoral cut that back as he couldn't get the ball on, but he does win it back like the intent. Declan Rice running offside. 5 minutes of the game to go, and Felipe Anderson needs to get past Arbilla here and puts it in the middle to Declan. One more onto Lanzini, who's won the game for us, surely. This is why we love the Premier League, as West Ham, us, the Hammers, should be winning the first game of the season now. We've deserved it. It has just been coming. We've left it late, but I always had faith that it was going to be in the back of the net, as it's a great pass into Declan Rice to get another assist. Got so many last season. And Schubert did have the chance to dive properly, I think, but just didn't. He went to the ground too early, and Lanzini's taking that chance. And hopefully that's game over, as Mayoral chasing his men down just around the corner from him, though. And Pereira, oh, it's a good job he didn't connect with Felipe Anderson, and they're going to try and get a last-minute attack off West Brom. Masuaku, though, what a game he has had. He's even won it off Mark Uth. He has been phenomenal stepping in last minute. Don't know if we even need a new left back, as he's going to get the ball here again. Mayoral, come closer. There we go. Receives it, the striker. I do love his movement as Lanzini to give it back to him. Mayoral on the angle, and very poor shot, but hopefully it won't make much difference now. Diop with the header. Another man gone down. Never ever touched him, as Masuaku to whack that across. And that's the final whistle. The West Ham fans will love that one, as it is a 2-1 opening day squeeze of a victory, a header and a one-on-one scenario, but a dominant game to get us 3 points from the off. Not like us to get the opening day victory, didn't happen last year, as we've got a loan to buy as well from Marseille for Tom Lawrence. And to be fair, he is a bit of a forgotten man. I do forget about him at times just because his rating's too low. He should be like 75 by now, and I'll accept it. As where do we need a player? I think the obvious option is left back. Mayoral up front, I'm still going to keep the faith with, although he didn't score. He only had 20 minutes and did look good when he came on. I think Antonio can play well at right mid with Benrahma in the middle and Felipe Anderson if Hammond drops to the bench, as Cresswell's gone out. It must be a defender, mustn't it? Because, yes, I'm going to give Zima another chance just because of how much I love him, and Cresswell has gone, as we've received an offer as well from Leicester City for Manuel Lanzini. Now, I would have accepted this moments ago, but after that goal, I think he stays. Don't know if he starts still, but I will keep him at the club as Swansea. I might try and squeeze a signing in before if we get a scout reports back, and then we will go. Not rotate the team at all and see if we can get another 3 points. So we've got an offer here, Larin, but an offer from Wolves offering Willy Bolly and 1 million for Bartholomew Dravkoski, which will be rejected, although a good rating, and Baptiste I will accept. And I think I'm going to go for a new left back, but you might think it's not. And it isn't, but is. It's confusing, yes, I know, but I've got a plan. Max Aaron suggested a lot from you guys, stuck in the Championship. Now, if Lewis was still at Norwich, I would take him in a heartbeat, but Max Aaron's 21, 76 rated. I am going to try and convert to a left back, either him or Koufal, as this guy has so much potential on that wing with Hammond. I feel like could do some damage. So let's go in for him. What do the Canaries want? I'll offer 13 and a bit of a sell-on clause, because I do think they're going to want the most for this guy, because he has potential, as they want Lanzini and 8 million. Now that is a lot for a team in the Championship. Lanzini is a lot. He just scored the winner in the game for us. I don't really want to let him go that easily, as we'll offer 14 million. They want 17.5 and a huge sell-on clause, as We'll up it to 18 and remove that clause. Will they accept that? It's a big chunk of money, 19.9. Right, we'll go back down and then put the clause back on. So 18 plus, not a player swap, a transfer fee, and oh, why can't we put the clause on? Doesn't matter then. We'll offer 19 million. That should be accepted from Norwich and is. As now it's just onto the contract. I think I might be able to rob a rotation out of him. It will start, I think, when he does get trained up before Masuaku, because I think he's going to fit in for the moment. And he does take the rotational. Hopefully it takes the 3 years and does in-game player face, which is so good. Disregard the release clause. And we will give you a big wage increase, Maxit. Same name as me as well. And that's a bonus. You're already in my good books. 20k plus 600 grand. He wants an appearance fee and an extra grand, so I will accept that. Max Aaron's a player I've always wanted on career mode. Comes to the Hammers as he's getting threaded straight onto that training ground. Only takes 2 weeks to get to left back as well. Decent. As he's also going to get sat on that bench and maybe come off of it. You never know, as we're going to go with this team. One change, which you may not like, but I'm just going to go for this game, is going to be this one. I don't know why I'm going around the houses with it when I could have just done that. Yes, Hammond is dropped. Hopefully, with his pace off the bench, he can improve the team that's playing, along with Mayoral and Aribo, or Aaron's in this case, with Dragowski in net for Swansea, Kufal, Azim, Diop, Masuaku, Anderson, Rice, Souček, who's 86, and Ben Rama, with Lanzini supporting Mikel again. And we're going to play this one in Swansea. And we're in the beautiful black kit as well. Do like this changed of like third alternate kit of Swansea. Benda in net with Roberts, Cabango, Laboratory, Ryan Bennett and Bidwell. Love Bennett in the defence with Dehanda, Fulton, Ait El Hadj with Cullen and Ibanez. Ibanez, it just doesn't sound right, as they've got a very youthful bench as well. Really good with their academy in Wales are Swansea, as still, to me, seems like a bit of a championship squad, so hopefully can beat them. I want 2 wins out of 2 as Lanzini now off the field. We didn't start last season off very good, or end last season, so it's good that we got the victory straight out of the bag in the first game as Masuaku now down this line, gives it into Felipe Anderson. Can we cut back inside? Full experience in the lineup, not much youth, as Antonio, or Lanzini should I say, gives it into Souček. Whip that back over the top to Antonio, heads it across to Lanzini and cleared away. Lovely little move though, that one, as Souček gives it to the side into Kufal. It's a return ball now onto Declan Rice, and we're going to go wide. Again, wide breaks these teams down as Masuaku with a good ball through Cabango to just slide in. He's a really good defender as well, isn't he? Loved watching him in the championship this season. As Felipe Anderson through the middle to Lanzini. Now to Souček. What can he try and do? Through to Antonio. Now on to Lanzini. We're all over the Swans at the start of this game as Manuel Lanzini, who got the goal in the last one, going round the houses and hitting it at Labutare. Still, got to keep the pressure up as Ibanez down the line now into Ait El Hadj as he's going to try and cut back inside. I think he's Moroccan. Plays for the same team as El Yassiri, I think. Might be wrong there, as we've got the ball again though. Swansea wasting their first attack as Lanzini has got space to run into. Argentine having a free season this time so far as Declan Rice gives it out wide to Felipe Anderson again. What can he try and do? Try and skill his way inside, will he? As that is a really bad waste of the ball. The more and more he gets on that wing, to be fair to him. I didn't see him down the middle as well, but when he's on the wing, he just loses it all the time. He can't beat the right back, as hopefully he can beat these two men right here. Cuts out, now back heel it back into Declan, as he's going to go around the side to Lanzini, onto Souček, might as well line one up. And blocked again, as these look to be playing for a draw as well. Said Ben Rama now, onto Declan Rice, and he's got a chance. Blast it at the head, and it's a penalty kick, I think, or a free kick. Joel Labutidiare, I don't know how you say that name, is getting a warning right here. And was it inside the box? Was it inside the box? It was, and it struck a hand. Very harsh. It's by his side, but is facing the ball, as it's a penalty kick. Swansea done so well defensively, but Mikel Antonio with the chance to get his second of the season, and does. Away at the Swansea Liberty Stadium, should I say. He has his second of the season. Mikel, the moment, he's staying as a striker, I think. He's cut 2 from 2, and it's come from the spot. Very, very harsh on the Swans, though, although we have dominated them they've defended so well. 1-0 Hammers. And so we go again with it, as now it's onto Masuaku, around the corner into Declan Rice. Declan Rice onto Zima, and it looks like we're flowing a bit. Are we flowing after the goal? Hopefully we are, as now it's back onto Souček, into Antonio. He needs the run of Declan around him, but he's going to dummy it and give it into Souček, as we're going to try and go down Bennett's side. He's a slow defender as much as I love him, so let's try and get past him as Benrahma now through the middle. And Libertere looks for a redemption arc himself. And we need to try and build on that goal as Diop stops a little counter-attack there. And Zima with a good ball to Koufal. Now into Said Benrahma, who's going to cut inside. The Algerian usually did play in the middle a lot last season, as he's on to Lanzini in his position. Now back to Declan, keeping the ball all day long out here, as it's round the corner to Koufal. Whip that ball in first time. Back post, just not reached. Antonio, oh, and it's a good header away. Although he has given the penalty away, that Joel guy looks like a sensational centre-back for the Swans. I know he was at Manchester City before that, as El Hadj tackled again by Zima flooding forward. He replaces Declan, the swap around a lot, as that is a really good first half. Again, like West Brom, 1-0 up. Yes, the usual scoreline, but not convinced so far. I don't want West Brom, or a repeat of West Brom. That's what I'm trying to say to happen here. So, got to keep on top. And slide tackle straight away in this second half. Brilliantly won from Lanzini to give us the ball immediately as well, so we can keep up our pressure as Antonio gives it into Lanzini. Still always in the final third of their half. I just don't understand how they're letting us. A Declan Rice from range. Straight to the keeper. And a kick upfield as well from him, which is headed on through the middle as well to Ibanez, who spun Zima really well, but has got back to block it off as the Czech Republic keeps chasing it round the midfield. Do like how him and Rice switch. I really just love that. And it's not something that's I've done. It's just programmed into the game, I guess. So Souček with a great tackle as well. On to Said Benrahma, and we can counter here. Lanzini, just too small. And Cullen, the striker, gives it out wide. Bit of a dodgy ball to his teammate, but we've tackled him again there. Good ball through, though, as Souček's the one covering now, and he's got rounded. Not good as a centre-back, but definitely as a CDM, as Felipe Anderson just misses out on that because it's gone through to Roberts, and Swansea trying to get some forward momentum going, as it's out wide as well to Ait El Hadj, who needs tackling from Koufal, and he's going to knock it out for a corner at the end of it. God damn it, the Swans fans really getting behind the team right here, as I have summed Antonio off. I think, yes, he scored the goal, but apart from that, hasn't really offered an outlet. Souček with the header away as well. Good job he's won that. On to Lanzini. De Handa keeps it in, though, for the Swans, as now it's on to Bennett. Across now to El Nahaj. Don't let him get a shot through. He's giving it to Ibanez, the striker. Tries to cut away. Round Zima again, and it's in the bottom corner for the equaliser. It's that defender again, Zima, as I think it's time on the bench for him. He's cost us another goal. Swansea find a leveller, and we have been all over them. Now that's turned a good game into a bad one. Commentary saying the manager's furious as well, which I am. Dragowski, no chance. Drilled into that bottom corner, but Zima just easily rounded. Got to come back now, as it's on to Benrahma straight away. Back to Felipe Anderson. I think Hammond's got to come on for his pace burst soon, but we're still dominant after the goal. You can tell it's an individual error, both games, because apart from the mistakes, we would have won both games easily because they haven't attacked much. As Koufal proves here, just tackling them straight away, but it's gone straight back to them, and don't let Swansea have a bit of momentum, please. Koufal running after it, and hey, they've passed it out of play. This is when we go. Cullen coming off of them, as it's straight into Benrahma, and Koufal keep on running through that middle to Lanzini. Oh, poor ball. And we have to go again whilst they have the ball, though. Zima going to get himself booked. However, it's gone through to Wood here, who's come off the bench. Is that Wood from Werder Bremen, the American striker? If it is, they've got a good striker right there, as Fulton goes backwards as well into Roberts. Oh, I thought we were just going to nick in and get that ball there, but still haven't. 10 minutes to go. Ait El Nahaj puts it out wide, and Labartier keeps it in, the defender who's redeemed himself, as Ibanez going around us, and Swansea finishing off the better, even keeping the ball still, as I wanted to get Aarons on in this game, but honestly can't change this defence up, as the need to stand strong. Ait El Hadj run the game in the middle again, keeping all the possession round to De Handa, and Diop gets a step across, and we've got to go quick. Let's break. Lanzini put a ball over the top, as that was meant for the striker, and it's a poor one out to Benrahma anyway, who it was landing to. And Swansea to receive it once again. Jan Dander through the middle. Declan Rice misses it. 2 minutes on the clock. Don't let them get their first winners. Wood. It is Bobby Wood. And that's a stupid tackle from Masuaku. Being good, but that could be Aaron straight into the next game if they do something from this. As it's Aitan El Hadj. Don't let it be him as well. He has run the game. Bidwell standing over it again. Dummies it into El Hadj over the wall and over the net. So we need to go quick. Added time of full time as we give it into Masuaku around the corner. 2 additional minutes as Jay Hammond now has it onto Joel Aribo off the bench, and Mayoral running through the middle. It's Borja Mayoral off the bench. Mayoral drills it past the keeper, and we've got another win. 2-1, and it is the bench striker who gets the goal. I told you taking Antonio off was a good choice. And come on, boys, celebrate more. We've just won it in the 90th. Come on. 2 wins from 2, and it is only what we deserve. They've been the better team for 20 minutes. Scrap it, though, because we was for 70, and it's proven here. Bajaral with a poor driven shot, I've got to say, but has beaten the keeper. My lips are still on fire as well from that spicy chickeners. Come on! We've done it again, an away from home win against the Swans, and that's really satisfied me. It doesn't look like the win was coming for ages, but what's his name? Roberts? No, that in the manager. Steve Cooper, that's it. He will be absolutely devastated with that result. Worked so well to get the goal from their one shot on target. Got possession in the second half, but not enough. Stepped our game up as we've got an offer here from Benfica for Kufal. Thomas Tavares in 3.4. What's this Tavares like? 20-year-old and 75 rated. That is not bad. That is not bad at all for the Benfica right back. I don't know what I actually do with that. He is 20. I do really rate Kufal though. Maybe really controversial, but I'm going to reject it. Thomas Tavares, if we want him, we can buy him anyway. I will reject it. We've got Max Aarons, who's a fullback, who's the youth player. I'm trying to raise youth from the club as well, so Ben Johnson is that, as we will accept Tom Lawrence. But yes, I will not let him go. And still, I keep going back to this, the financial thing. We've sold 2 players. That is ticked off. We do need to sign 2 crucial team players, but I feel like there's no one we can really replace. We do have 40 million, and I think the next signing does have to be a first teamer as well. You can see the lineup that I'm going for next game as well. So I'm just trying to think. I've got so many good backup options, good players on the field. It's difficult to pick one out. I don't want to get a winger. I feel like that's the next position, but Antonio's just going to get trained there anyway, and Jay Hammond's going to come through, so I don't think right back. It's left back that we've just replaced with a youth player. It's very hard to pick. I don't feel like we're strong at the back, centre back wise, but we've got so many at the club, as Lawrence has been loaned out as well to Marseille, and Baptiste will agree a loan deal to Todolenda, who's striking up a bit of a partnership with us, getting all our players. I guess the next signing could be a central cam if Lanzini lets us down further down the line, but we're gonna keep on going. We can always get players in January as well, as we've got a bid here from Burnley for Winston Reid. Now, if I have ever seen a better fit in my life, I'd be lying, because that is perfect for him. To thank him for everything he's done for the club as well, as we're going to simulate Aston Villa right here. We're going to go with this team. Dragowski in goal, Kufal, Niakate, Diop and Max Aarons at left back. With Felipe Anderson, Declan Rice, Souček and Antonio on the right, with Benrahma and Mayoral coming into the team. So a lot of changes after we've won his first 2 games, but I feel like that defence did need a switch up. I'm actually thinking now maybe I do sign a first team left back and loan Aarons out, because then we can complete this crucial thing. It's all over the place. Tell me what you want to do in the comments, because I will keep deadline day for tomorrow. As can we get the win? It's a draw. So first points dropped, a 1-1 with Benrahma and Paulinho scoring the goals. That's a really good signing. I guess it's because we couldn't control the 90th minute that we haven't got the winner. And actually looking at the bench, that might give us a better idea where we need to strengthen. We've got Rina Motta sat there, who I have no intention of playing near that starting first squad, not even the bench. He shouldn't be on it, so I think we could thread him down there with Johnson, Benedetto and Ogbonna, unfortunately, and I think we could get another cam/winger. Felipe Anderson could drop on the bench, or Hammond at any time, or even Benrahma. Lanzini's there to rotate. Antonio is as well, but I feel like he's going to be the backup striker. And yeah, another cam for the first team. Do with what you will, comments. That's the main position, as Baptiste has gone, Reid has gone, and Mikel Antonio's had his release clause met by VfL Wolfsburg, so we could be without a secondary striker. Benedetto could come back on the bench for now, but 30 million's a lot of money as well. Has he said something to us? I'm guessing he has. Thanks for seeing. But he doesn't see his future here. He's just not happy at the club. I haven't done anything for that. I really wanted to keep him here as well. West Ham through and through a bit, but will be leaving us. That's turned it round. Maybe a backup striker now. A young backup striker or another crucial one, even though I do want to play Marial as the crucial one, as Obonna's back, and a cam/winger. That is what I need. So we're going to keep on moving along. 5th in the league, exceptional for us so far, as Burnley are even sitting top as well on in second place, as Watford will be played, I think. Let's just go for it, as we've got an offer in for Rice as well. This is going to be 74 million from Atletico Madrid, winners of La Liga, but he's not going there unless there's a release clause for him, which there isn't. He will not be going anywhere. I've got a plan. We are not going to play Watford, and we are going to try and sign one player and look at the Europa League draw, as we've got a lot of messages in right there. And I can see the graphic at the side. We might be into it, as Max Aarons has grown to be a left back as well. That's took less than a week. What's his rating going to be? 76 still, and we can train him really quick as well. Not the pace he needs, it's the defensive work. So let's see who we have in the Europa League, shall we? I'm actually not going to do it on calendar. I'm not going to do it. That'd spoil 2 teams at once. I'm going to just spoil them all if I go to standings and then into the Europa League. We will see which group we've got. I'm hoping for a bit of an easy one as well. I won't mind going far in this tournament. They want us to win it, but my opinion is we won't. Hopefully setting low targets will set us up good, as we've got Nantes from Ligue 1, Celtic from the Scottish League. That's going to be a decent game. And Midtjylland. That's actually pretty good. No big team. Looks like we're the biggest seed in that. Aston Villa in there as well. They must have squeezed through 7th place. Wolfsburg, Antonio might face us again. It looks like a bit of a weak one. Oh, Napoli's in there and Porto. Some hard teams. Good job they're in the same group. Ajax, Sevilla, Milan and Mönchengladbach, Hoffenheim, PSV, Monaco, Galatasaray, Lyon are there, and Betis and Sporting. Where are Arsenal? Where are Arsenal or Man United? Must have got in the Champions League somehow. I don't know how they've squeezed through, if they have. Or maybe they're in the qualifying round. I don't know. Maybe it's glitched out like it does sometimes. As we've got loads of scout reports back again. Jeez, that's a lot. You might be able to see players you guys suggested as Real Betis want a 1-year loan deal for Reina Motta. And the player I want next is a CDM from Real Betis. So, yes, you can have him if we can get your one in, as he isn't one of the first teamers, but we do have the money for him. William Carvalho, always linked to West Ham when I've seen him, can come through the club that I know now have a new player in CDM, so hopefully can free up the player to come to us. So let's do this. We're going to offer 14 million, just above his evaluation, which should be accepted, as the one like everyone wants Lanzini. It's frustrating me now. I didn't plan on having him last season, but I do love the guy after that first performance, so I'm not going to sell him. 15 million, please. Give us William Carvalho as 15.1. Okay, accepted, and he wants a rotational. Perfect. 79 rated, wanting rotational. They know that Declan Rice and Souček are really good when joining this club, don't they? There's no release clause, and just down to the wage I give him, which should be... Actually, no, that's a release clause. I'll accept no release clause. Don't want to make that mistake again. I've done that before twice, as we will go for the wage in 30k. 30k should be good. Please. Will they accept that? No. It's an insult. Maybe I should have put a signing on bonus on as Carvalho. He's storming out. Upsetting, but I don't mind. As we'll simulate this Watford game, and then at least we have more money for a signing next episode, as Antonio does depart the club. 24.5 million to us as Benrahma. Arsenal want Benrahma. That cannot be one I reject. Player of the season for us last year, but if he wants to go higher, I'm going to have to let him go higher, but I'm getting my money for him. It's another cam I will definitely be needing. Not the end of the episode I expected, but what we've got is what we'll have to do with. I do want to make this realistic, not just keeping all the players for the sake of it. If a bigger team comes knocking, I let them go to them, as they'll have to still pay a lot though. I'm going to offer 34. Arteta, you're not being stingy for Benrahma, because he is 26 in his prime, but I will try and cash in on him if I can for a higher rated player, as that isn't high enough, Arsenal. I do want to let him go to a higher club, but they've got to start paying better. It's not enough. Remove that sell-on clause. I don't care about it. 33 million. And now they accept. As yes, the squad is very much so under bad maintenance at the moment. You can see Hammond's very unhappy. Maybe that's because the player of Antonio has gone. Mayoral is, Felipe Anderson is, Diop is. I don't like how everyone's unhappy, but we're going to play on and we're going to make signings on deadline day. That's the best thing to do. Surprise all the fans with maybe 1 or 2 additions in now with the players we've got out, as Benrahma's still going to continue to play though, despite him signing a contract probably at Arsenal by now, as we're going to simulate the London derby kind of with Watford. Should be a win, and is, as Felipe Anderson, what is that name? Zinkarangel scores, Mayoral gets one, and Hammond, the perfect goal scorers to win us the game. However, I still don't understand how the team's morale is not higher. We've gone unbeaten in the first month of the Premier League season. We sit in 3rd with everyone played the same amount of games. Saying that, Burnley are bloody top of the league. So I don't think it's set in stone yet, but that is amazing as we go into deadline day next episode with 65 million to spend. We need a crucial cam or a striker backup. I think Benedetto could play in striker backup, so I don't think that's the biggest. It has to be a cam. Lanzini, Hammond and Felipe Anderson are all good, but we need that just diamond in the rough. As thank you guys for watching this episode, being a huge one. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well so you do not miss this season. Thank you for the response on season 2 episode 1 as well, the one before this, and the season on a whole so far, as I will keep on giving you this content. And take care everyone, in a bit, and peace.